So in today's video, we're going to talk about 2025 because the year 2025 is almost here. So do you have a plan? Do you have goals for your business? And not even your business, even in your personal life. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Hey everyone, this is Aisha of Aisha Designed It, and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone had a great holiday. I know I did. It was plenty of rest and relaxation. I hope that you all had the same thing. So, as you see in the title today, it's all about talking about your business. What are your plans for 2025? What are you planning to do? For the ones of you who don't have a YouTube channel, are you planning to start a YouTube channel? For the ones of you who didn't meet your goals for 2024, are you going to exceed those goals for 2025? What are your plans for quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4 for 2025? Y'all, we're going to talk about all of it. I'm going to tell you some things that I'm going to be doing different in my business. So y'all, this is just going to be a chit chat. We're going to talk about some serious things. So let's go ahead and get into it. So as you know, I'm always writing down things so I won't forget, because there's some serious important things that I want to talk to you about, especially dealing with your business. So the first thing that I have written down, and yes, I will be looking down, but the first thing I have written down is 2025. This year, 2024 is almost over. Y'all, we already in December. So we have like, what, maybe 2, 3, I think it's 3 more weeks in December of 2024. So 2025 is almost here. So we have to make plans. We have to plan what it is that we're going to do in our business. How, what it is that we're going to do in our business. What are your plans for your business? What are your plans for your business for 2025? And, not only talking about our plans for our business, we also need to talk about plans for our personal life. So many people always talk about business, but you also have to have a plan for your personal life also. Because in business, of course, you know that you have to keep your personal and your business assets separately, and that means your money. So you need to have a personal account as well as a business account. Now, your business account is strictly for your business, and your personal account is strictly for personals, because you don't want to, mix those two things up. So let's go ahead and get the plans for 2025 for your business. All you have to do, get you a piece of paper like I do. Like I tell you, I love to write things down. I love to journal. So make sure you go and get you a piece of paper and a pen, and go ahead and write down what you're going to be doing for 2025. What are your plans? What are your goals for quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4 for 2025? Because, as when we go into 2025, January starts quarter 1. Have you decided what amount of money that you want for quarter 1? It could be that you just want to earn an extra $2,000 a month. It could be that you want an extra $2,000 a day. It could be you want an extra $2,000 a week. Whatever your goals are, whatever it is that you want, write those things down. Because I'm a big believer in what the Bible says. Write the vision and make it plain. When we write our visions down and make those things plain, it will come to pass a lot quicker if we work it. Faith without works is dead. So you have to be willing to work it. You have to be willing to do your part. So when I was telling you that I was going to talk about my business, I know that for myself, I haven't been putting 100% into my business this year. In 2024, y'all, I did good. I started doing vendor events. I did the Tickle Pink. So, that was a great one. And some items that I've sold. But, you always want to do more. In your business, you always want to do more. You always want to exceed whatever that financial goal may be. Just say, for instance, you may say that you want to, for the entire year, you wanted to make $100,000. So you may have only brought in, just say $50,000. Okay, well, that's a good start. You didn't make the $100,000 goal that you wanted, but at least you made $50,000. So what are your plans for this coming up year? So that's what we all have to do who own a business. We have to make sure that we write down the plans for our business and our goals financially, what we're planning to do when it comes to selling our items, which I'm going to get to soon. All right. So also, what will you be intentional about? That's something else about me in my business. I have to be more intentional at promoting my business. You know, my husband, he has been telling me this for a long time. He said, Aisha, you have to talk. He said, Aisha, you have to get out there and let people know what you do. He said, wear your products. If you make t-shirts, wear that t-shirt. Put the design on it that you make, whatever that may be, and go out and wear that t-shirt. And I have had a lot of people ask me where I get my shirts from. You know, I make them. Even especially one of my rhinestone shirts. A lot of people have asked me about that. So I have been giving out business cards, and I've had some sales just through people in stores, just looking at my t-shirts and things like that. So that's another thing that you can write down that could be one of your plans or your goals for 2025. You're going to start wearing more of your own products. You know, and that's what I have to do. That's what I'm talking about being intentional. What are you going to be intentional at doing? Like me, when it comes to being more consistent, I have to be more consistent, y'all. I know that I'm being consistent pretty much here on YouTube, because here on YouTube, I upload videos once a week. That's all I can do right now. When it comes to doing what you know you can do, then do what you can do. Don't try to do something that you know you won't be able to do. So just say, for instance, you may want to upload 3 videos in a week. Okay, if you know that your schedule allows that, then you go ahead and make that part of your plan also for 2025. But if you're like me and you know that you can do 1 video a week, and you know that one video a week is all you can do, then be intentional about that. And I've been pretty much intentional about uploading my videos pretty regularly, on a regular basis every week. Also, be intentional at showing what it is that you do to the people here on YouTube. You should know your audience. You should know what your audience want. If you don't know, go back and look at your ratings on your videos. A lot of times that will tell what it is that the people on your YouTube channel want to know more of. Just like even with YouTube, y'all, I don't know if they, certain videos they select or whatever, however that goes. Some views be high, some views don't. Some videos be high, some videos don't. So pretty much you just have to just put a video out there and just see what it do. So when it comes to uploading your videos, just put a video out there, especially if you're just starting your channel in 2025. Show people what it is that you do. If you do t-shirts, make a video with t-shirts. If you do sublimation t-shirts, if you do DTF t-shirts, if you do vinyl t-shirts, because there's some people who still doing vinyl t-shirts and using their Cricut. Y'all, my Cricut is sitting right over here. And I haven't used it in a while, because normally I would use it when it comes to making my rhinestone shirts. So, just be intentional at whatever it is that you do. But like I was telling you, with mine, I have to be more intentional and more consistent. A lot of us have to be more consistent in what we do. I know I have to be more consistent with uploading to Instagram. I have to be more consistent with doing Facebook. Y'all know I started a Facebook community. I have a Facebook page, which my Facebook page has over 100 people over there. So that's a good thing, but I have to continue to be consistent. And sometimes, we be consistent on one platform and we don't on the other. Sometimes we go out and choose more than what we can do. And that's me. I'm sorry, y'all. My dog is playing with his toy. I hope that you can hear what I'm talking about. But he's over there playing, so I'm sorry about that. But, we have to be intentional at uploading our videos and sharing our videos to the different platforms that we own, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is that you're on. We have to be more consistent about that. And one thing about it, if you know that you you may not want to upload it yourself, there are plenty of different things out here that you can get in order to upload it for you, which is a scheduling, it's like a scheduler. Okay, you can schedule your videos to be sent out at a certain time, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so another thing about being intentional is, like I said before, what products are you going to sell? Are you going to sell t-shirts? Are you going to sell tumblers? Are you going to sell keychains? What is it that you're going to sell? One thing my husband told me too, and I know I tell you a lot about what my husband told me, because he's always telling me different things that really help me. And you know, sometimes we don't want to listen, but they're actually telling the truth. So my husband told me, he said, don't try to do everything. Because when I first started, y'all, I was doing tumblers, t-shirt, keychain, blankets, mugs, all kind of things, which is, you know, that's okay if that's something that you may want to do. But I would prefer to just try one thing, maybe two things. See what your customers like. If they want t-shirts, if they're asking you for t-shirts, then you know to bring t-shirts to the, you know, put t-shirts on your website to sell. If they want more, if they're asking for more tumblers than t-shirts, put tumblers out there. If they're asking for more mugs, put more mugs out there. If they're asking for blankets, whatever it may be. So whatever it is that your customers want, those are the products that you put out there. You know, I know we try to do some of everything, because you see a lot of people here on YouTube and they are doing everything. I mean, from one thing to the other. And, you know, if it works for them, that's fine. It may or may not work for you. Just like myself, I know that I don't really have the time to try to do so many different things. That's why I have started doing one thing, maybe two. I show you sublimation. Now I do want to get into DTF. I do want to get into that. But I do things slowly, because I know that if I do too much at one time, I'm not going to do anything at all. And then I'll be back there, if I'm in the bed or sitting on the couch or whatever, chilling with my family, then I'm going to be like, oh, I need to be doing something. So, you know, just start off with one or two things, you know, make your money from that. If your customers start asking for something else, then you can introduce that into your business, or whatever, you know, it is that your customers are asking for. Another thing that I want to tell you when it comes to your business is always know your why. Now, this is something that is very important. I would recommend that you even start this before you even start a business, for the ones of you who do not have a business. What is your why? Why is it that you want to do what you're doing? Why is it that you're doing what you're doing? Because when you have a why, your why will get you through so many rough times. It may be times that you don't have a sale for a day. You may not have a sale for a week. You may not have a sale for a month. You know, and that, just knowing your why, will get you through those rough patches. And, you know, just help you as you continue to know your why. My why is for myself. My why, first of all, is for me. It's for me to know that I can do it. Because, you know, coming up, my mom always told me that I can do all things. I was brought up with that, like instilled in me. My mom always told me that. She always told me not to be like anyone else. I guess that's why I'm always telling you to be unique. Don't try to be like somebody else, because when you try to be like somebody else, people will see that. And a lot of times when you try to be like when you're trying to be like somebody else, you're not being yourself. So I grew up with that in me. So that's why I bring that to you and tell you the same thing. If you're starting a business, or if you're starting YouTube, or whatever you're starting, be your unique self, because we all have uniqueness. You know, a lot of times you may look at somebody's YouTube channel and see they're doing great at, just say for instance, a particular design. So you're like, oh, I'm going to do the same design. But guess what? That may not be the path for you to take. The path for you may be for you to switch up that design and do something different. So you just have to know your own self. You have to know your own uniqueness, and just go from that. So make sure you know what your why is before you even start, because that will help you through so much in your business. And your why, my why is, first of all, it's for me. It's for me to know that I can do it. Okay, it's for me to know that I can do what it is that I believe in myself to do. And I have, my why is also other things also. But you can also include yourself. You know, that's not selfish. Your why is for you. It may be for you. It may be for your children. It may be for your grandchildren. It may be for nieces, nephews. It may be for your husband or your girl. It may be for whomever it is. Only you know that. So you have to make sure you know your why. And I would recommend that once you find your why, you write that out. Type it out, write it out, whatever you're going to do, and you place it somewhere so that you can see it on a daily basis. So even when rough times come, guess what? You have that why right there, and it will keep you from not giving up. It's okay to take a break. I take breaks. It's good to take breaks. It's for your mental health. You know, I took a break for the holiday, and it's good to take those breaks, but don't quit. Because when you quit, that means that your why is irrelevant because you have quit. And if you quit, then you never know who you can help. There are so many people out here who are waiting on you. You have people waiting on you. You are here to bless somebody. You're here to help somebody. Your why might change somebody's life. You never know. And I done told you a little bit about how I came up. Like I told you, I came up in the projects. You know, I'm sure a lot of you came up in the projects. But, you know, you have to know your why. You have to know, hey, my children is not going to be raised like that. My niece and nephew, you have to know what your why is. Write it down and constantly look at your why so that when you open that business, or even if you have a business, you can always go back to it. Okay, go back to your why. And you know, some people may have a question: do your why change? It may. You know, it may change. You know, it just depends on you and your business. It depends on you and your family, what you have going on. All right, so let's move on. Another thing also, and I have done this before. I'm talking to you about your business and starting your business. And I'm also talking about what I am doing and going to do in 2025 in my business. And this one here is, don't be afraid to pivot. So many people be afraid to pivot or to start over. There's nothing wrong with starting over. There's no shame in it. Sometimes we have to start over. Sometimes you may have to change your name, you know, if that's what you want to do. But I would not change my name if I have really got a good following. Because if you change your name once you have a good following, a lot of time people are still looking for you in that name that you started with. That's just like me, you know, with my events. I had went and changed my name, you know, decided to do something different, and people wasn't finding me there. So I was like, okay, I still had the name that I'm under now, but I went and did something else just to try it a little bit. But always know what you're doing. And if things are not working, just if you decide to sell t-shirts, you see that's not working, you know, continue to do it for a while. If it's not working and you see that it's not working, nobody's buying it, nobody's even commenting on it, then guess what? You need to pivot. Maybe sell tumblers. If you're selling tumblers, nobody buying it, maybe sell t-shirts. Whatever it may be, whatever you're good at, make sure you know what it is that you're good at creating. Sometimes people who cook, you know, your talent may be cooking. Your talent may not be making t-shirts or tumblers. Your talent may be cooking. Your talent may be baking. So, you know, it's okay to pivot and it's okay to start over. Especially now, if you don't have a large following. If you have a large following, I probably would not start over or anything like that. All right, so another thing that is that I'm a biggie in this one, y'all. And y'all should know this. But stop trying to be someone else. Y'all, stop trying to be somebody else. Be content with yourself. Be confident in who you are. Because guess what? You are enough. You are enough. There's people out there who are waiting on you. You can't be me You can't be this person over here. You can't be that person. Because if you try to be me or you try to be that other person, then your person that God has set for you to find or them to find you, how they going to find you if you're trying to be me or you're trying to be this other person? You have to be who you are. And I tell myself that also. I constantly tell myself, Aisha, you have to continue to be yourself. Because that's one thing, like I told you before, my mom taught me. Always be yourself. Don't try to be like nobody. I mean, she drilled that in me. And I always remember that. I have never wanted to be like nobody else. Believe that. Even I remember when I was in elementary school, I always did my own thing. Even in junior high school, people would just look at me and like, because a lot of people thought that I'm from Alabama, so a lot of people call it stuck up. But I wasn't stuck up or anything like that. I didn't have much to say because I didn't want to be like a lot of those other people who constantly start things or pick at people. That's not me. And I just always like to be me. I always okay. So just always be yourself. Don't try to be like someone else. I don't know if y'all remember, I made a t-shirt here on this channel. And it was a sublimation t-shirt on a gray shirt. And it says, I don't have to be like you because I am unapologetically myself or unapologetically me. Y'all, I have gotten so many people who have told me they love that shirt. And that's just something that just came to my mind. That's how I am. If something clicks in my mind, I'm going to make a shirt. So everything I don't put here on YouTube. And that has just came to my mind. And I was like, let me make a shirt. So I made a shirt. And I think I put it here. I think I showed you all how to do it. It was on Instagram, one of them. I can't remember. But I have had so many people look at my shirt and be like, girl, you right. That's right. I love that shirt. So that's, again, like I was telling you before, wear your shirts. Wear your design on your shirt. Because a lot of times people see something, they like it. You can give them a card, say, here's my card. I make t-shirts. And you can start a conversation like that. Even you can make friends like that. So, just always know that. Always remember that. Be who you are. Even, some people may not like themselves. Learn to like yourself. Matter of fact, learn to love yourself. Because God made you. And He made you wonderfully and beautifully and wonderfully made. You are great. And always put that in your mind, even if you don't feel great. There's times that I don't feel great. But I have to constantly put in my mind who I am and what I'm here to do. It's not all about feelings. It's about loving yourself, regardless of what people say about you. It doesn't matter because they're not you. You are you. And you always tell yourself how proud you are of yourself and how great you are. And you continue to build your mind up. Put those great thoughts in your mind. And eventually you will get to the point where you say, you know what? I love me. And that's what you have to continue to do. And that will help you keep from trying to be like other people. Just continue to build yourself up. Okay? So let's go ahead and move on. Another thing I want to talk about going into 2025 is make sure you always, no matter what, see your value. See your value. A lot of people may not see the value in you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Some people may not see your value. I don't care what your business is. There's some people who may not see your value, and some people just don't want to shop with may not want to shop with you. It could be because they knew you from back in school. It could be that you are a family member, because I'm going to be honest with you. I know a lot of people love their families, but sometimes families could get to the point where they may dislike you because you chose a different path. You chose to be an entrepreneur. Maybe they sitting back at home not doing anything, or you are more you have accomplished more than they have. And believe me, I know. And you have to understand that family may not be your customer, because I have family also, and I can count on my fingers family members who have purchased from me. because like I said, I'm from a small town in Alabama. So a lot of times people see me as, okay, she done made it out or whatever it may be. But it's just that, you know, just because you chose a different path, you choose to be an entrepreneur, you choose to make things work for you and your family, you know, just continue to do you. Don't worry about people buying from you, because people will buy from you. You have some amazing products. You have some amazing t-shirts or tumblers. It may, like I said, it may not be your family. It can be total strangers that come your way and buy from you. The things that I have sold been people that I didn't even know. You know, I did have a friend from Alabama, from when I was in college at Alabama State, to purchase a tumbler from me. So, you know, that's a good thing. But if they do or if they don't, that's okay. Don't be bothered by that, okay? Continue to know your value regardless of what, you know, people say or what they don't say. You know, because sometimes you can tell what people think sometimes just by their demeanor, you know. So just continue to believe in yourself and know that you are worth so much, so much. And another thing, don't go down on your prices just because you feel like your prices are too high. I had to put this in there because a lot of times we feel like our prices are too high and we go down on our prices when we're selling things. Don't do that. Don't do that, because again, that's devaluing yourself. You have to make sure that what you do is of value and you are of value, because people don't know how long it takes to make tumblers. We're here on YouTube. We show people how to make a tumbler. But guess what? Here on YouTube, we edit a lot of stuff out. Just like this video. This video may be a long video. I hope you watch it to the end. But I want to just get all of this out so that you will be ready for the rest of this year going into 2025. And you will know that you are of value. So just don't go down on your prices for anyone. Now, I'm not saying not to have a sale. You know, you can have a sale like the Black Friday sale just came up. I think Cyber Monday. What is today? Today is Wednesday. So it's different sales that's going on. But that's okay. But when somebody come to you and be like, that tumbler, let's say for instance you charge $30 for your tumbler. Oh, that's too high. I can go find it somewhere else. Well, you know, that's fine, because you're not going to go down on it because somebody else think it's high. Because people will go and buy all of this designer name brand stuff, and they're not going to come down on their prices. So why should you come down on your price? Okay. So let's move on. Let's see. Don't do things to try to get, okay, so I'm going to go over that part because that's going to be going into people who are going to start a YouTube channel. All right, so what I'm going to be doing different in my business, and I've already been doing some of this, but I know I've been asking questions over in my community. I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to do more polls, and I want you to know that I do ask a lot of questions over in my community right here on YouTube. So if you're not going over to my community, make sure you go over to my community so that you can see the different questions that I ask, because I do want your input on a lot of things that I do here on YouTube. That would help me out to know what videos to make for you. You know, if you want me to go live, or maybe some people may not like going live. Like lives. They want me to do just a regular video so they can go back and listen to it. Okay. So just make sure you go to community. I will be doing more things over in the community. I will be concentrating more on, especially on my website, because my website, I did get it up and running, y'all. Got everything transferred. It's just the point of now I have to go ahead, add some other things to it, and then it will be up. So I don't know if I'm going to have it. I don't know if I'm going to wait to get everything up by the new year, or if I'm going to go ahead and do a big lunch. But whatever it is, I will let you know. But over my website, I'm going to be concentrating on just certain products, and then I may introduce more products as my customers ask for it. If you ever went up under my Shopify website, which like I said before, I don't have that anymore. then you will see I had so many different things over on that website. And I didn't want my customers to get confused because I don't like going up on the websites and getting confused. So I just want to make sure that my customers know exactly where to go. So that's part of what I'm going to be doing different in my business. I'm going to keep my name, of course, because I have really got a lot of followers and people know me by this name, Aisha Designed It. So I'm going to keep that. But when I was telling a lot of you who, if you wanted to start over and change your name, that's for anyone who may have just started out. Maybe you just, you just want a different start. So that's what I'm going to be doing in my business. Just kind of, I'm going to be introducing certain things into my business. I'll be kind of keeping it within the same product. I'm not going to be doing so many different ones. Now, I will be adding certain products at different times. Maybe when I do a product lunch or something like that, then I would add different ones. But right now I'm trying to stick with straight like supplementation. I would like to try the DTFs. I would like to go into that, but right now I'm just keeping it straight supplementation and rhinestones. Okay. All right, so another thing that I want to talk to y'all about, and y'all, this is very, very important. Very important. If you're going to start a business, or maybe you already have a business, make sure you make it legal in 2025. We can't just keep going through every year not getting our business legal. So in order to get it legal, you have to have a business license. A business license, the cost of a business license, it varies depending on your state. I am here in the state of Alabama. So I went ahead and got all my business license. Here in Alabama, you have to get a state business license, you have to get a city business license, you have to get a county business license, and it may be the same in your state, wherever you are. Some states may not even have business license. And also, while you're getting your business license, go ahead and get an EIN. And when I first started, when I went ahead and got all my business license and everything, I always thought an EIN was you only get that if you have employees. I don't have any employees. I'm solo. So, but that wasn't, that was wrong. You can have an EIN if you want to. It's just where a lot of times instead of asking for your social security number, they will ask for your EIN number. So it's a protection for you, even if you are a solo person, in your business. Make sure you file, okay, I told you about the business license. And another thing, make sure you get an LLC. Now, LLC is not, you can do without it, but I would recommend it. That's something that I'm in the process of doing right now, because getting an LLC, which is a limited liability corporation, what it is, it separates your personal assets from your business assets. And that's something that, we all need as business owners, because if you have a problem, you don't want anyone going after your personal assets. Okay. So that separates it. Now, for someone who do have an LLC, right now you have to file, and I did write this down. Make sure you go and file your BOI. Okay, your BOI. And a BOI is a beneficial, it stands for beneficial ownership information. A lot of people may or may not know about this if you have an LLC, but it is required to be reported to the government under the CTA, which is the Corporate Transparency Act, to combat money laundering and other financial crimes. That's why they want you to go and file your BOI. Another thing that I want to say is, do not pay anyone to file your BOI. You don't have to pay anyone to file your BOI. You can do it yourself. All you have to do is go to the BOI e-filing, and the information will be in the description box below, because, a lot of times we think we have to pay people to do things, and we don't. It's something that you can do on your own. Now, if you want to pay someone, that's totally up to you. But a lot of this is done, you can do it yourself. But what you So what this BOI is, you have to file it saying that you have an LLC. If you do not file it saying that you have an LLC, if you do not file, penalties of $500 per day. Yes, $500 per day, and criminal penalties including a $10,000 fine and or up to 2 years of prison could be, charged to you. So you just have to go up on that website, and like I said, if you have an LLC, go and see if you need to file and do what you need to do, because $500 a day, that's a lot of money. And if you're a small business, that's a lot of money for a small business. So make sure you go and check that out. I will have the information in the description box also, where you can learn more. It's called go to fincin.gov/BOI to learn more, but all of that will be in the description box below. And another thing, I'm not an attorney or anything like that, but this is just information that I have learned. Remember, I was telling you that I was taking a class, and it's a small business class here in the state of Alabama where I am. And you remember I had told you before that I had won a pitch. I did a pitch for my business because, I was telling you in one of my videos how I was a little fearful, and I went ahead and did it anyway, and I won. So I haven't gotten the check yet. It's been about 2 months, 2 or 3 months. I haven't got my check yet. So, but just make sure, in your state, that it may have a small business place there where you can get more information about your business. You could get whatever you need about your business. And that's one way that I was able to get the free website. I told you I changed my website from Shopify to GoDaddy because I was able to get a free website for 2 years. And I could not resist that, because on Shopify I had to pay for my website, of course. But now I'm getting a free one for up to 2 years, as well as marketing and email. So that is very beneficial to me in my finances. Okay, but make sure that you do your research on anything that you get involved in. Make sure that the things that you get involved in, whether it's a small business, whatever it is that a class or whatever it is, just make sure you do your research and make sure everything is legitimate. Okay. All right, so let me keep going. I told you, do not pay anyone to do the BOI. Oh, another thing, do not pay anyone to do your LLC. That is super simple, okay? All you have to do to get your LLC is go to your Secretary of State's office, wherever you are, and or you can go online and do it and just fill out the information. Now, you do have to pay, I think it's called a state filing fee. For your state, if you have a state filing fee. Some states may not have it. I don't know. You know about your own state, or you can contact your state Secretary of State's office to get more information. But don't pay anyone to file that for you. You don't have to pay anyone to do your LLC, and you don't have to pay anyone to do your BOI. This is something that you can do, unless that's something that you want to pay someone. That's up to you.